Holy fucking shit, I'm doing a fucking Blu-ray update. I can't believe it. Anyway, welcome back, guys, to Reject Films. Here with the Blu-ray 4K update for you guys. Been a long fucking time since I've done one of these. Sorry, my language is bad today. Yeah, I haven't done one of these in over a year, I think, something like that. So I just grabbed some random stuff off the shelves and figured I'd show you some of the stuff I picked up at over the last year or more. Of course, I did some unboxings for the packages from Severn and Vinegar Syndrome, stuff like that, for their halfway to Black Friday sales and stuff. I haven't picked up a whole lot, to be honest with you guys, just with everything going on in life and everything. Took me a long time to even get back to watching movies, reviewing movies, stuff like that. Speaking of which, I have started doing short reviews on Instagram for stuff that I just feel like watching or whatever. I may start doing them for stuff that's sent to me as well as ones on here too for the stuff that is sent to me. So if you guys would please do me a huge favor and follow me on Instagram at Reject Films. That's really the only other thing that I use aside from YouTube. There's stuff on there like personal stuff too. You know, I post photos of me and my boys and stuff like that. And I have been trying to do some writing on there as well. If you guys see anything on there that's just signed off as D in the date, then I wrote that. Just little short things like 3-4 paragraph stuff. Nothing too major, but it's always been kind of a passion of mine too, has been writing, so I've been trying to kind of get back to that, and just been feeling a lot of stuff, you know, and not everything is personal. For those of you who already follow me, just so you guys know, not everything is related to necessarily anything in my life or anything. I just write whatever comes to mind, and for other people, you know. Yeah, so with all that out of the way, let's get to what you guys are here for, and that is the Blu-rays and 4Ks. Been focusing mainly on 4K stuff lately, just because it's about the same price as the Blu-rays. You sell the codes for a little bit more, it kind of evens out, and even though the quality's not, you know, like I've always said, it's not like VHS to DVD or DVD to Blu-ray or anything. It's close to Blu-ray quality. I mean, been getting rid of a lot of steelbooks. I know I talked about that before, so picked up some stuff that I had on steelbook and got rid of and everything. And it kind of sucks. So I see a lot of steelbooks at the store, and it seems really popular right now. And some of them look really cool and everything, but I just have to pass on them. I'm just not into them anymore. I still got quite a few I got to try to sell again. They're just not worth what they used to be. So anyway, let's get into it. I'll start with the regular Blu-rays first and then get into the 4Ks. I said this isn't everything I bought, and God, I don't even know how long it's been since I've done an update, a year and a half maybe. But yeah, for that amount of time, I haven't picked up a whole lot. There's probably maybe another 20 titles aside from what's actually here. I just can't remember what they were, so I don't believe I've shown any of these before. But yeah, we have the Banana Splits movie. I knew absolutely nothing about this movie going into it. Like I didn't even know what it was until right before I bought it. I watched the trailer, and the trailer looked amazing. I did a review for this on Instagram too, if you guys want to check that out. I'll just say it didn't live up to my expectation of what the trailer was hinting at. Pretty fun overall. Yeah, I guess it was like a real TV show back in the 70s. I didn't really realize that. And it's kind of like if Five Nights at Freddy's actually did a horror movie or something. Yeah, So, Banana Splits movie. Some good kills. Overall, worth checking out. I mean, like I said, if you guys want more of my thoughts on it, definitely check out the Instagram review. Trying to sell that by not saying so much here. So, I got a few retro slips. This one I really want to watch, and I've just been putting it off. I don't know why. That is The New Kids, directed by Sean S. Cunningham. You have to put the S in there, you know, or it's just not the right name. There's the original, still sealed in plastic, but looks really cool. You got James Spader in here as the main bad guy. I've heard pretty decent things about it. The trailer looked really good, so figured I'd pick it up, and we'll see. Double Team. I know this movie's terrible. I honestly don't remember a whole lot about it, with Van Damme and Dennis Rodman, Mickey Rourke. I know that I've seen it, but it's been since like I was a kid, so that one's still sealed as well. We got Jury Duty, Pauly Shore. Yeah, most of these retro slips are movies I honestly hadn't really heard of. I didn't really know anything about The New Kids or this one here, Excess Baggage. But I've read the reviews on it and everything, and it seemed like it was a pretty good movie. Got Elita Silverstone, and it was the Benicio del Toro and Christopher Walken. So definitely got a great cast in here. Always love Christopher Walken. Del Toro always does a good job. Of course, it's, you know, he's really young in this, but she was pretty hot back then. So. Heard nothing but great things about this. Still got to watch it, and I'll probably do an Instagram review. And that is Dragged Across Concrete with Mel Gibson, Vince Vaughn, Michael Jai White, Jennifer Carpenter, Don Johnson's in here. Another great cast. I've heard, you know, pretty much nothing but good things about this, and this was real cheap at Target for like $10 along with this next one. So I went ahead and picked them up, sold each code for $5, so I paid, you know, $5 a piece for them. And that is You Were Never Really Here with Joaquin Phoenix. Of course, super excited to see his portrayal as the Joker coming out. Man, I cannot wait for that. Looks freaking amazing. Taxi Driver for the New Century. Heard a lot of good things about this when it came out too. I know this came out quite a while ago, but is one I kept forgetting about, so it looks really intense and really good. So I'm yet to really see a movie his I didn't like, so we shall see. That goes into 4Ks. Just picked this one up actually the other day. I was gonna get it when it came out, but I saw it at the movies, and it was just kind of for me. That is the Pet Sematary remake with John Lithgow and what's his face from the Terminator movie. What the fuck is his name? Anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about, the main guy in this. I'm not a big fan of his. He's just kind of there. I don't know. He doesn't doesn't show enough emotion or anything in anything he's in. It's gonna drive me crazy. I can't think of his name. Of course, here we go. Jason Clarke. He sucks. He's terrible. I don't like him as an actor. The little girl in here, though, did an amazing job. She really kept this movie going for me. She's definitely going places. And I was kind of let down by John Lithgow as well. I don't know. He didn't have the presence. Of course, I'm drawing a blank on his name, too, from the guy from the original. And I don't think he was really in it as much as he should have been. You know, you didn't have the quotable lines as the original and everything. I do have the original in the 4K Steelbook. But this one it wasn't worth getting in 4K, so I just waited till Family Video had it for cheap. I already had the slip from them from before, so it's like, fuck it. Just add it to the collection. Maybe I'll give it another go. Just watched this one last night or night before, I can't remember. Did an Instagram review on this one as well. And overall, I'll just say I enjoyed it. Definitely recommend the alternate ending on this one, and that is Ma with Octavia Spencer. You do have Luke Evans in here as well, of course, from I always remember him from Dracula Untold, and a bunch of other stuff. And can't talk today. A bunch of other stuff, and as well as one of my favorite movies that nobody talks about. I was talking to somebody about it at work the other day, and they had actually seen it too. I thought I was the only one that had even seen this fucking movie. It was No One Lives with Luke Evans. Badass movie. Definitely recommend checking that one out. But he plays kind of like the bad guy in this, I'll say. And it's not a horror movie, okay? Don't expect horror at all. Kind of towards the end, I guess. I mean, it's creepy at times, and I was wanting it to be more gruesome, I think. But she did great. Overall, it's a good suspense, thriller type revenge movie. And, not the biggest fan of Blumhouse or whatever you say, but I do appreciate their effort to revive the horror genre and keep it going and everything. And they're definitely trying different things. So, I mean, I definitely respect them as a company, or in association with Universal. All right, so that is it for the regular ones. I'll try to move them a little bit out of the way. Start with the 4Ks. I'll start with the bigger sets here. Upgraded the Deadpool movies to 4K. This was a lot cheaper buying it this way than buying them separately, and they come separate. And I had the codes for both too. Of course, I'm not going to sit here and keep talking about selling codes, but after I sold those, I probably paid like $10 for this thing. So I don't think the first one actually redeemed in 4K, but whatever. Of course, I'm sure they'll make more, and that's why I hate buying sets like this. But I couldn't beat the price. Plus, they're separate, so if need be, I can track down the slips for them and separate them at some point. But yeah, really happy to have these on 4K. I've not checked them out again yet, but I've seen both of them probably 5 or 6 times, so it might be a while till I watch them again. But I love these movies. I can, like I say, I've seen them quite a few times, and I can just watch them anytime that they're on or whatever. So I had the steelbook of the first one, and then I had just the regular one at the second, and it was just driving me crazy, so I just gave both of them to my kid, my older one, and always hearing noises. Creepy old house. Alright. Yeah. Things you hear when you're by yourself. I was trying to remember the line from, what was it, House on Haunted Hill, where it says something about being an old house. And yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, Deadpool movies 1 and 2 on 4K. Alright, this is a recent release here, and I couldn't believe this thing was only like $20. That is the Apocalypse Now set. This is a 6-disc set. As much as I hate selling the codes, I did sell this code for like $10, like in 2 seconds. So, not the biggest fan of the packaging on this. I always try to keep the J cards or whatever you want to call them. It's pretty flimsy, to be honest. The discs are just, stacked up. I honestly, and I hate to admit this, don't think I've seen all of this movie. I've seen bits and pieces of it. I don't know which cuts or whatever. Yeah, that's kind of not working right. I hate to get rid of the card, but I don't know. I don't know which cut is even the best one to watch. So if you guys know which cut I should watch, the final cut, the original cut, the director's cut, whatever, definitely let me know. Usually the longer one's the better one, but sometimes not because it ends up dragging in parts, I guess. But either way, really happy to have this and check it out in all of its glory. I know it's a very quotable movie, so I would like to sit and watch it all in full. It's just such a long film that I don't know, just finding the time. But yeah, for the price and everything else, and I thought the packaging was going to be a lot better than that, but it wasn't. So, I don't, what are you going to do? You know, it's $20. All right, now moving on. Of course, most everybody picked all these up. I got these for a really good deal. I wasn't even going to get them for a long time. I am getting these for about $10 a piece. They did not come with the digital codes, and that is the main reason why. I'd actually bought from this guy before. It was a Facebook seller. I was supposed to be getting the next ones for the same price. The, what is it? Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, and Ant-Man for the same price. Of course, again, I won't have the codes, but that's fine because you guys know I just sell them anyways, so whatever, I don't fucking care. I mean, that price, I couldn't say no, and he always gets me the best slips that he gets. What he does is order a bunch of them from Disney Movie Club, which I've thought about doing myself, and you know, because I am a club member, and you end up getting free ones after you get so many, and by the time you sell the codes and everything else, you end up getting your copies free plus a few bucks. So in the long run, you're making out pretty good, but you got to have that up front, you know, cash. So anyway, so picked up all the 4Ks here, the Iron Man. Have not watched any of these. If you guys have watched any of the 4Ks of these, let me know if it's, you know, better than the Blu-ray or not. Sometimes they're even worse than the Blu-ray. T2, for instance. Iron Man 2. Iron Man 3. The first Thor. And of course, Thor the Dark World. I actually really like the Dark World because it's dark. Haven't seen it in a long time. I haven't watched any of these in a really long time, to be honest. Look forward to revisiting them. And then also got Endgame, which I almost bought the day it came out, and I was like, I'll hold off, and you know, ended up getting it for $10. So you can't beat that price. I mean, everything is in here, you know, besides the digital code, which is fine by me. You get the Blu-ray and the 4K. So I am not going to complain one bit. I think this was the only slip that had like a little bend to it, but he knows how I am, and then I'm picky. And I think he gets 5 or 6 sets of the movies that come out, and saves me the best ones. And then picked up one of my all-time favorite films, definitely from my childhood, and that is Stand By Me in 4K. I didn't think this looked great in 4K, especially at the beginning. It was really fuzzy and all that kind of shit. And then certain scenes would be just crystal clear. The sound was terrible. I'm not going to say terrible, it's just really low. Normally on my receiver I have right now, I turn it up to about 30. And the lower you go, the louder it is. So I turn this up to about 25, or less. But Stand By Me, awesome movie, absolutely love it. This one was actually kind of hard to find in person. I went to Best Buy and they only had like 2 copies. Like, really? This is one of the most beloved movies of that time, and you only get 2 copies. It's sad the way physical media is going, but we got to keep it alive. Stop streaming everything and fucking buy something. And then I kind of forgot I even bought this one, and that is Elita, Battle Angel. I've heard this is actually a really, really good movie, and so I kind of forgot about it. This one I've already bagged up. Of course, I bagged like all my 4Ks and Batik stuff because there's moisture here and everything, and I just. But I never did before, and I don't really like doing it. It's kind of a pain and everything, and they don't look as good. And yeah, but anyway, trying to keep them protected the best I can. So still look forward to checking this one out. Really loved this one. That is Brightburn. Did an Instagram on this one too, review. My only complaints on this is you don't really get enough backstory, which I hear there is a sequel in progress, but I think it goes and explores other people like him. So hopefully we end up getting some backstory on him. He just kind of appears and things happen. What's her name? Did really good. Elizabeth Banks did really good as his mom, and I like the guy that played his dad too. I think he did a good job. All in all, the cast was really good. Really, really graphic. The scene on the road with the vehicle, yeah. Definitely more of a horror film than I thought it was going to be. I actually watched it again when my kids came over, and my youngest was like just really scared. But yeah, which is weird because he's seen all the Nightmare on Elm Streets, the Friday the 13th, Halloween's, all that. But this just like terrified him. I don't know why. But this is one of the producers being James Gunn, of course, from Guardians of the Galaxies. But it's good to see him go back to some of his roots of like Slither and stuff like that. Yeah, Brightburn. Highly recommend this one. Highly. No, not just highly. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Got Us. I still have not watched. Another one I kind of forgot I even had. Of course, this is from Jordan Peele. And I wasn't like the biggest fan of Get Out. It was okay. I don't hate it, but I've actually heard this one's not even as good as Get Out. So I don't know. Maybe I'll end up liking it more than that. I don't know. We'll see. I'll try to do a short review on that too. Really loved this movie. Really wish there would have been a sequel. I think they got something coming out on like one of the streaming services, but I mean, this movie just didn't do well at the box office when it came out back in the day. But I absolutely loved it, and I've been wanting to watch it again. I sold the steelbook I had, and so I was like, you know what? I'm upgrading to 4K. I love this fucking movie. I don't care what anybody says. I think Jackie Earle Haley did fantastic in this movie. Definitely better than when he played Freddy. And of course, what's his name? Yeah, fucking Negan from Walking Dead. I'm just drawing a blank on names today, but that is Watchmen. This is the ultimate cut, and it comes with the the complete story. I believe this comes with the complete the black firefighter story and intertwined with it. And you have Under the Hood on here, which is a I don't even remember. Yeah, so the ultimate cut is 215 minutes, and the regular director's cut is 186. So, yeah, you get the black firefighter story intertwined with it, I do believe. I could be completely wrong, I haven't watched it yet. But, yeah, really looking forward to checking this one out again. I can't think of names. Shazam! I love that movie. I don't care. Whatever. Way better than I ever expected it to be. And I really hope they continue that story. Anyway, Hellboy remake with David Harbour. I hate these sleeves. I loved it. I don't care what anybody says. I thought it was fucking fantastic. Graphic as shit. And the way Hellboy should be. I mean, I love the first two Del Toro ones, Guillermo del Toro. I know I screw up his name, but whatever. Um, yeah, I didn't expect it to be nearly as good as it was. I recommend checking it out. If you guys haven't watched it because you heard nothing but bad things, definitely give it a go. If you have to rent it first or whatever, then whatever. Um, it was never boring. It was, I think David Harbour did good as Hellboy. Not great. I still like Ron Perlman a little bit better, but he did fine. I mean, I really have no complaints about the movie. Um, I don't think they're gonna continue it because of how bad it did, but we'll see. Glory. I haven't seen this movie in a really, really long time, and I put it out on 4K and I bought it. That's the end of the story. I don't remember really shit about it, so I'm not gonna talk about it. I know it's really good, but it's really long. Godzilla from '98. I love this movie. I saw it at the theater when it came out. I remember hearing Rage Against the Machine at the end, and just yeah, I love it. I don't know. Maybe I won't again because I have not rewatched it. I've not seen it since it came out, to be honest. Um, but my memories are fond of it. I'm sure it's going to be terrible rewatching it with the effects and everything. We got Matthew Broderick in here, right? Gene Reno. I don't remember who was in this. Yeah, not really a whole lot of people. But fond childhood memories, or younger memories, whatever you want to say. So, wanted to revisit it. From what I remember, it is better than the 2012 or 14 or 13, somewhere around there, that Godzilla was so boring. I know this one's cheesy as fuck, but it's entertaining. So, another one I have not seen in many, many years. Put it out on 4K. I bought it. It is Backdraft. Of course, another one with, I think Joaquin Phoenix is in this one as well. I think. Maybe not. You got Donald Sutherland in here, Robert De Niro, Jennifer Jason Leigh, all kinds of people in here. I could be wrong. Maybe was he in this? I don't remember. Anyway, yeah. Kurt Russell, William Baldwin, Ron Howard film. Maybe I was way off. I don't know. Anyway, Backdraft on 4K. I want to see what the fucking fire looks like in 4K. Probably not too good because of the CGI back then, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. And last but not least, one of my all-time favorite movies. Absolutely love this film. I quote this movie all the time. And I still haven't watched the 4K. I had the regular Blu-ray and never even watched it, but I watched the shit out of the DVD when I had it. So it's actually been a little while since I've seen this. It's probably been 5 years or more since I've seen it. But I still remember like it was yesterday. Christian Bale, awesome performance. And that is American Psycho. So I hear the Blu-ray looks like shit. I actually bought it like probably a couple years ago at like Disc Replay or something for $3.99. Never even watched it. Yeah, because I heard it looked like shit. I never even watched it, and I'd already like gotten rid of the DVD. So it's been a while since I've seen it, and I'm really looking forward to watching this bad boy again. Just always makes me want to listen to some Huey Lewis and find a chainsaw or something. I don't know. So yeah, American Psycho, awesome, awesome movie. If you guys have not seen this for whatever reason, get the fuck up and stream it, watch it, buy it, do whatever you gotta do. Watch this fucking movie. Alright. That's enough for today. I just wanted to do an update. I wanted to interact with you guys. I wanted to do something. So, I'll try to keep doing these. Like I say, I don't buy nearly as much as I used to for a lot of reasons. But, yeah. I will do them when I feel like I have enough to do them. I'm not going to say I'm going to do them every month or whatever. Or I don't know. Whenever I want to. That's when it's going to be. So, again, thank you all for sticking around and staying subscribed to the channel. All the new subscribers, I really appreciate it. I really felt good to get back at the 700 subscriber contest. I hope to do more of those as we can hopefully grow this channel and get back to what this channel is supposed to be about, and that is mainly horror films and just a love for film in general. And yeah, so thank you guys for all the love and support and everything over the, I don't know how many years now. I know I don't have nearly enough subs for the amount of time I've been on here, but I have more than I ever thought I would. So thank you all again so much. It really means a lot to me. And again, please follow me on Instagram. You know, check out my shitty ass writings and my short reviews. I don't go into a lot of detail on there. I just do a brief thing and give you guys a final score. I hate doing like a 5 out of 10 type thing or whatever, but a lot of people like seeing that, and I know I actually like seeing that too. Normally, when I do reviews on here for you guys, I just tell you whether or not to check it out, or just my feelings on it, which I feel is the best way to go, because I just hate, okay, this movie is an 8 out of 10. I don't know, I just don't like that. I like saying, hey, it's worth checking out if it's on TV or on Netflix, give it a watch. To me, that's me saying, okay, if I'm telling you to just stream it, it's a 5 out of 10. Alright? But anyway, peace, love, happiness to all y'all. And you got any recommendations, you guys want me to do something on the channel, let me know. I did do something different. I did rank the Slipknot albums because they quickly became my favorite band over the past some odd years. Always did kind of listen to them, but really got invested in their music a lot over the last couple years. And yeah, I love their music. Corey Taylor is a genius. And yeah, unfortunately I missed the show here in Indianapolis, but shit happens. Alright, see y'all later. Bye.